把我
2021那应该就是前年。好，那
我是第一届
吗？同学。好，那我们今天就欢迎我们的那个 Julian， 然后他是我们这边第一届毕业的一个校友，是一个学长。然后我们第一场的留学讲座其实是他的同学，就是 Jenny 已经分享过了。那他今天就是也是一样分享在英国的一些生活，然后还有他就读的科系。然后待会如果爸爸妈妈都有任何的问题，都非常欢迎大家可以就是举手发问。好，那我们就欢迎 Julian。
Alright, hey everyone, I'm Julian and I'm now studying at University of Birmingham and my major is biology, and to be more specific, I study microbiology, and I just finished my first year this year and I'm about to become a second undergraduate student this year. And at the very beginning I'm talking about the application, and first, when it comes to application, every parent or even the student themselves will think about whether you need a private agent. And my answer would be, it depends on the student, whether you are proactive or not. Because private agent, they can help you access to your emails, so into your other accounts, so they can help you to monitor whether you need to submit anything or something like that. And this can also provide information about the university you'll be choosing. And when it comes to, and I think among the application, the many process, and I think selection, the university selection is the most important part, because you have no idea where to start. And hiring a private agent, they can help you they have experience, so they will know they will have recommendation for you. But after my experience, I think that is not really necessary for hiring a private agent, because I used to study in public school, so I have no idea what study abroad is like. So I feel like it's safer for me to hire a private agent to help me. But now, the students here have been planning to study abroad for a while. Is it? Yeah. So I assume you guys are. And the school, when I first came here, the school is still at a very early stage. So some of the mechanism is not that quite complete compared to now. So I suggest you could just talk to your teacher, or even if you don't want to hire a private agent, you can still go to some agent company. You can just go talk to them by gaining more information about it. So, and I think that's an easy way to save your money, and also to train yourself to prepare to study abroad, because you have to do it all by yourself. And those document preparation is not really hard, just some IELTS tests, or maybe you could do some SAT tests or whatever test you might need. So it kind of depends on the school. So everything is still based on your school selection. So you have to spend more time and energy on it, and that's really matters. And about the growth, I think the growth, I can't really tell there's much growth on me, but I would say it's just a little adjustment about your thinking. You need to accept that there's something you can change and cannot change, and also you have to do anything by yourself. When it comes to growth, because now there are lots of strikes happening in the European country and American country. So in my case, I experienced many school strikes and even the train strike. So that might affect your plan and anyway, just it might affect your plan. So your plan might be ruined, and you might feel uncomfortable about that, but you just have to deal with it. And also, when it comes to do anything by yourself, in my experience, I will be talking about me getting sick, because I was never a healthy child, and I'm still not. And for example, I got sick, I think 3 times or 4 times last year, like during my times there. So it could be really hard to deal with when you are dealing with your schoolwork and also have to take care of yourself. And that could be really hard. And that's the time you will be homesick the most. And yes, and expectation and reality. And in those movies we see, like, you always think about the university will be the most interesting and very cool time you'll be having. It could be true, but it might not be true, because still you have to be proactive to engage with anything you have, like to those society and club with your friends, and even go traveling, and that's it. So parents don't have to worry about your kids like just gonna forget about study and playing all the time. They won't be, because it's not that easy to play like that. And when it comes to, and I just mentioned society, and society is actually like circle. I thought it's a club, but it's more than just a club. It's actually people gathered together, that's it. So there's also some townie society clubs, so because I don't have many foreigner, and there isn't much foreigner in Birmingham, so especially very few Asian, so there's a chance that, so this is a chance where I can meet some Chinese people, because it's a townie society, so I get to meet some people who already study here, or some of my peers that I can be friends, because there's no Taiwanese in my major, like in my module. And in my module, I study about like 5 to 4 modules per semester, because in UK system, they only have 3 years for university. So you'll be starting with your major without any like general subject. Just I study biology, so I start with biology, like chemistry, those subjects directly related to what you're about to study. And when it comes to module, I have another suggestion. It also include about related to your application, and the student can be confident with yourself, because I applied to foundation program, which makes me study another year, like for language, because that's for foreigner. That's the suggestion from my private agent, but I realized that I don't really need that language program. So I spent another year studying on those language programs, so I feel like I kind of waste my time. I wouldn't regret it, because I get to use student life there, but there's lots of things you can do in a year. So I suggest that students should have to be honest and confident with yourself, like what you're choosing and what you're about to do. And when it comes to peers and life and my friends, as I mentioned, there's very few foreigners, and especially Asian there. So there's only, I think, there's about 2,200 people in my module, like in my genetic class, and there's only about 10 foreigners, including European and French. So very few. So it could be hard to make friends, and even though they are really friendly, but again, you still have to be proactive. So you have to try to start with a small talk with them, and they can, yeah, they're really nice people. So that's the way to make friends. And about life, I have to say, Birmingham is a quite boring place, to be honest, because there's not much going on there. Just there might be some big event, but just very few. And it's close to London, so I can just travel to London if I like to, and just like about 1 hour train, so it could be very easy like that. So I think that's the most. And oh right, I'll talk about my tuition. My tuition is about like £24,600 per year. So which is roughly cheaper than studying in US. And about my life, because I think it costs too much to eat out, so I usually cook by myself most of the time. I only eat out once a week, so I can only spend about 70 to 80 pounds per week. So I think that's pretty nice, and you can learn how to cook. Yeah. and I got some like picture about my school. And this is Ojo and the landmark of University of Birmingham. This I think this is during like spring break. There's some tiny carnival like happening there, so there's a tiny fair as well. And yeah, you can see people lining up there waiting to play it. So yeah, that's pretty much that's it. And just Southgate High School. Sorry. Yeah. Any question? Because I didn't know what you were expecting, so I'm open for asking. Yeah. Would you like to know more? What do you like to know more?
So I have a question. Like, so do you like, can you work like most of the time?
Can I have a part-time job? Is it?
What? Sorry.
Can I have a part-time job? Is that what you're asking? Can I have a part-time job? Yes. It kind of depends on your visa because as far as I know, I can only work about 20 hours per week. It's like including my visa. So it's not really up to me. Oh, when it comes to module study, and it's actually you will be spending more about spending your time on pre-work and after work because there's only be like 2 or 3 classes per day, and sometimes you'll be free the entire week. So it's about how to learn this module by yourself. And those professors, those tutors, they're just for you because they provide their email like in the first day of the class. You can just opt them down whenever you need them. You can just email them and you can set up a meeting with them if you like. So and at some beginning of the module, some professor they even say, I beg you, please use me because I am your resources. So please, yeah. So anything you'd like to know?
Can you introduce more environment among the school?
About environment, yeah. So
and like a weather, any suggestion?
whether
Will you choose again the school?
choose Birmingham again?
Yeah.
I would think because yeah, it comes to my my experience with my private agent because she kind of looked down.
So she's from Birmingham.
No, she's not from Birmingham. She's higher than like around here, like in Taiwan. So that's her suggestion. So because I know so few of it, I think it's a good choice. It's a good place because you will actually feel like you're studying abroad. Because if I talk about there's another university also in Birmingham. It's called Austin, and there's about total 4,000 students there. But among them, there's 2,000 people of Chinese people. But in here, we have about 30,000 students. So only about 1,500 of Chinese students. So you will actually feel like you're studying abroad instead of studying in the Asian school. And about environment, yeah, again, there's not much going on in Birmingham. So yeah, of course, there's big market, and you can get everything you need like around the school. And we also have a accommodation area where it feels like a big park. That it's just a huge lake right next to your accommodation. So you can just go picnic with your friends, or you could go clubbing with them if you like. And so, do I choose it again? Yeah, I think I might because I would like to experience what it feels like to actually study abroad.
No, I mean, will you choose UK or just
I'll choose UK.
your other areas?
I think the benefit of choosing UK is because you can access to Europe very easily. Oh yeah, when it comes to COVID, at the very beginning I was really terrified because I'm not a healthy kid, as I mentioned. So, but it's a part where I talk about my growth because you just have to accept the reality. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about to change that. You can just wear a mask, and that's basically all you can do. Like that's all you can do. And people are friendly. They wouldn't be like judge you for wearing a mask. It's alright. Yeah, it's totally fine. They are friendly folks.
那还有其他问题吗？因为今天机会难得，任何跟就是或者是你的major， 如果比如说，为什么你会选这个科系？对你也可以分享给他。然后在英国，你在那边学习到了什么？有可能文化差异啊，对，可以跟我分享。
那这边我们中文讲好，
好啊。
我其实就是因为我很晚才决定我要去出国念，我其实是在就是高中2年级是在学期中的时候我才过来这边的，所以我其实我探索的时间没有很多，因为其实我只是单纯对于说我蛮乐意去念这种 science subject， 所以我之后就是 besides from physics， 我就会想说那还有这种 chemistry， 那之后另一部分是 biology。然后之前因为在这边的3年级，我有去，我3年级在这边的时候，大部分时间我都不在学校，就是学校有就是可以让我出去，所以说是在那个台大沈汤老师的微生物实验室，在那边就是长期的观摩。虽然说我大部分听不懂，可是那个环境是会让我有兴趣的，所以我才会最后会选择去念这个 subject。然后在那边念的时候，其实他那边的课程不会很难，就是他不会刁难你，他就是只要你是 as long as you know how to prepare notes, and that's basically enough. And another thing, your first year does not count toward your final GPA. There's only 3 years study, and your first year does not count toward it. At least that's what the public school most of the public school in UK is like. I don't know other place, but that's in my case. So I don't have to worry about my grades in first year. I was like pass. So I think they gave me quite a lot of time to adjust to get used to the environment.
那你有什么建议，或者是你有什么样的想法，想要给我们 VIS 的学弟妹，或者是像今天的一些弟弟妹妹们，有没有什么样的建议？就是可以准备些什么啊？然后可以怎么充实自己？
准备些什么？其实我觉得现在是念书最重要，其实是学会要怎么学。就有点像是我讲，就是我们的课其实不多，老师资源在那边，东西资源放在那边，所以你其实是去学习说你怎么用你手边有的环境去把它学好，去把它进步自己，能够让你自己去吸收。像是就是你在写assignment的时候，就是会有就是让你看paper，或者是就是让你就是都是很问答的东西，所以不会是就是 yes and no 或者是 multiple choice 这样子。然后还有像是我刚刚提到的 be confident with yourself， 就是自己的能力只有自己清楚。因为我上了1年的 foundation program， 我觉得就是他多花了我1年时间，我不会后悔，但是就是1年毕竟是1年，所以就是因为它在申请上会造成你的一个差异。就是 foundation program 基本上大部分去英国很多会去念 foundation， 因为它同样就是多加1年，所以你会觉得那总共也是念4年也还好。可是如果你有机会就是多1年，那何不呢？就是你可以多1年自己应用，或者是你之后可能你想在那边打工留学，因为现在英国在提振他们的经济，所以他对于学生的，你只要毕业完，他会至少要发给你2年的工作签，你至少就可以在那边再待一阵子，就是去做你自己的探索这样。 所以自己能力只有自己才知道，所以要怎么做，当然说还是一定要跟就是老师或家长去讨论，因为就是你需要一个 third person perspective， 所以才有办法不会说就是跟落差有关这样。
好，那不知道爸爸妈妈还有
台湾人多吗？
台湾人多吗？
学校。
我系上是没有，基本上主要会有的，基本上比较多会在商科那边，因为我是念这种 science 的东西。然后台湾人的话，就是我会在台湾那种台湾 society， 基本上会是硕士生居多，因为好像台湾人比较喜欢去美国念大学，去英国比较会是念就是硕博士，是不是这样？但是
硕士英国硕士比较轻松。
真的吗？
对。
哦，
我有经验。
我想问时间比较多。
就是1年吧。
对。
对。
我们要说在美国念2年。
那我请问一下，你们就是不管去美国还是英国，你们就是这个学校它 AP 是几门课
？AP 这个部分 AP 我是没有修到的。
它是自由选修的，它没有在课堂内，它算是课后课。
那是考雅思是吗？
去英国是考雅思，美国是考托福。然后我个人我有考过 SAT， 我好像考到1400，然后那时候是因为就是老师就是 agent 觉得他建议我上那个 foundation， 所以他没有把我的 SAT 升上去。所以我升上去的话，说不定我有可能是会少1年的这样子。
那就是这个 SAT 这些培训是在校外，在台湾这边。
对，我是在台湾我是就是需要，因为有一些亲戚有朋友，就是刚好在就是能够帮我上课啦这样子。
就是也是要去校外机构上一些培训。
也不见得啦，就是看同学自己的选择，因为没有很绝对。就像是我会选择我去找外面的申请顾问，是因为我完全不熟悉这个要在国外念书的这个准备或环境。就是我一直都是念公立学校以前，然后就是甚至是高二突然才转过来的，所以我就是我的家长跟我自己，我自然会担心，就想说，那我不熟悉这个，我是不是要再多靠我自己的一些其他方式去做准备这样子？
这个公立学校能够这样考进去，很棒，很优秀了哈。对，真的很优秀。那所以说，我再请问一下，就是比如说 agent 这个，有些是自己可以选择，也可以学校协助嘛，是不是？
对，学校这边我记得我那一年也是有，就是有，对，就是有那种 counsel， 就是他会就是定期会去跟你提供，就是说你就是因为就像是我刚刚讲，是你要主动，就是你要起码列出学校，他才有办法去帮你去做那个选择，帮你去做那个他们看到能力的那个差异去做调整，所以才会说就是找 agent 的好处是他会有一个他们自己的经验，所以他已经知道说你可能讲一下你的状况，他会知道就是马上可以帮你去做这个选择，但是他也是一笔钱，所以就是其实这是可以靠自己做得到的，因为就像是我自己就有点 bias， 因为我后来算是跟我的 counsel 有点那种意见分歧，所以说所以后来其实我除了跟他选完学校之后，后面我几乎都自己弄，所以我才会觉得说，其实重点是在于选学校，因为那个文件的缴交基本上就是学校会如果有需要，学校就会跟你说，我需要这个，那你要去准备。这样子，除了就是我们已经知道的这种 IELTS test 这种必要的，就是除外以外。
谢谢。好，那Julian，你会方便比如说留个你的 email 之类的，如果说未来假设爸爸妈妈他们对这些学校或者是在英国留学的一些花费啊，或者是任何事情，如果可以请教你的话，可以比如说写 email 询问吗？
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah.
那看你要不要写在这边。
就是大概在英国，大概差不多是
自己一个这么小资就
一
开始，
年100万左右。
他是跟着我，没地方去。对啊，
弟妹可以，所以
我听出来英国跟美国是不一样。
我看出来还是倾向于北部。
然后我们8月12号也会有，就是跟加拿大留学讲座有关，也是邀请我们校友会来这样子做一个很简短、很小的一个分享。如果有兴趣的话，也还是很欢迎爸爸妈妈一起来参加。然后这是Julian点券1020。
是的。
好，这是数字。是什么吗？
哎，对。
我再问一个题，在台湾比较好的 agency，
这我不清楚，
在哪里社群？
这个我真的不清楚，但是就像是我刚刚有提到，就是说像是台湾最大，就是 IDP 这种，就是他们可以提供你，就是你可以先去做询问就好，就是所以他们可能会给你一种就是类似那种一个成绩表这样，就比如说可能你的成绩多少，然后就是大概是这方面的学校，或者是就是可以先去摄取资讯就好，就是不用急着说。第一次去了，或者是听完就觉得说一定要有 agent 这样子，就是你可以去多加听听，反正就是去跟他谈谈，不用钱这样子，就是你也可以借由这样去那种给你更多 information 这样子。
最高端
那这个我可能不清楚，这个我没有办法。
因为我们没有在台湾所以我们是来了解学校的，也许未来会回来台湾读书。
你回来台湾读书，如果在台湾读书的话，因为我有一个妹妹，所以她就是要在台湾念的，然后就是那个方向会有点不太一样。就是如果说因为就是会建议说可以就是校外的活动，或者是有一些这种一些就是考试或证照，如果有可能或者是有兴趣的话，我建议可以去多摄取一些，因为现在台湾的话，如果除了考试的话，就是你去用申请就会比较吃这种
竞赛类的。
对，就有点类似这种东西，不真的是竞赛，但是就是你要去呈现说你是对这个 major 有兴趣的这样子，会比较复杂一点。
好，那今天，因为我们校长现在在欧洲准备一些，就是因为我们学校每个学期就是每年10月都会办一些就是那个欧洲参访活动，就是校长会带我们的学生，所以他现在在欧洲做一些考察，然后他请我把这个送给你，然后非常感谢你今天就是义务来跟大家做分享，对，那拍张合照。谢谢。那我们等一下在这边拍个合照好了，因为今天机会难得。那你要不要站这边？然后我们可以就是坐在位置上。对，可以坐在位置上就可以。